have amidst us Dr. Anantha Krishnan, an award-winning aerospace and defense journalist based out of Bangalore. Now, you're going to ask me, what is the connection between aerospace defense journalism and autism? Well, he's also an activist, and most importantly, he's a silent crusader for the cause of differently able people and special children. He is the author of A Different Spirit, the best-selling biography of wheelchair athlete Malti Holla. And next month, his upcoming book, Precious Souls, is scheduled to launch, and this book tells us the stories of 24 special children and their families. This book is also about a journalist's struggle to bring in awareness on special children and their needs. Dr. Anantha Krishnan has worked for different media houses in India and abroad, and was also the youngest spokesperson of a Ministry of Defense undertaking, HAL, from 2005 to 2009. He is the brain behind Dr. Kalam's e-paper Billion Beats, and he was recently appointed as the strategic advisor to the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Foundation. He runs a silent writers movement called Inspired India Foundation, which bats for unsung heroes. I would now like to invite Dr. Anantha Krishnan to tell us more about his book and also e-launch it here at World Autism Awareness Day 2016.
I'm going to talk to you about my experience in writing this book called Precious Souls, which is going to be, the e-launch of the book is going to happen now, and the book will be officially launched sometime next month. It has got 24 inspiring stories of special children and their families. So I have a small request to make. First, Nishit and me decided that we will have a VIP launch the book, and we decided finally not to do so. So I request the oldest mother. This book is dedicated to all the mothers. So, it is dedicated to the mothers. It is printed there. I have personally seen for almost 2 years how much of pain, struggle, sacrifice mothers take. So I would request, we have decided now that the e-launch of the book will be done by a mother from this audience, and whoever is the oldest, we should not waste time. I request one mother to kindly please come to the stage, and all you have to do is that just touch that screen. The e-launch of the book will be over in 10 seconds. Ma'am, front row, here. Ma'am, please come. I can see a mother there. The screen is recognizing the mother's touch. It will take few seconds. That's the book. It's called The Precious Souls, and I'm happy that the e-launch is done. First, I was told that I will be speaking first, so there was a small change. So what I did was, I also had a small prayer to start with. During the 2 years of meeting families, that is from 2013 to 15, we visited a lot of families. We took some videos. There is a senior photojournalist from Indian Express here who took all the photos for Precious Souls. His name is Jitendra. He is there. So Jitendra took some videos. So here is one. Let's start the evening with a prayer.
Namama Sharade Uma Maheshwari Nimolagi Hadyarama Namama Sharade Uma Maheshwari Nimolagi Hadyarama Kamagulana Vairi Sutanada Jundila Kamagulana Vairi Sutanada Jundila Himmeya Gananatane Ganamma Himmeya Gananatane Ganamma Namama Sharade Uma Maheshwari Nimolagi Hadyarama Namama Sharade Uma Maheshwari Nimolagi Hadyarama.
I told you the book is dedicated to mothers. So I have two of the special children featured in the book. See, when I took this video many years back, 2 years back, I never thought that I'll be standing here and making a presentation on World Autism Day. So when Nisha told me that if you could make an interesting presentation, these videos came very handy. So in the next slide, you will see two people, two precious souls speaking passionately about their mothers.
Lucky to have her, such a wonderful mother. She's 100% dedicated to me. Like, kuti fights are always there.
मैं कभी बतलाता नहीं, पर अंधेरे से डरता हूँ मैं माँ। यूँ तो मैं बतलाता नहीं, तेरी परवाह करता हूँ मैं माँ। तुझे सब है पता है न माँ, तुझे सब है पता मेरी माँ।
I must share with all of you that this book was this project was very close to Dr. Kalam, who is my guru, and he was the first person who went through the entire draft of the book. During one of the visits from Bangalore to Delhi in the flight, he read the entire book, the draft. He made some suggestions, and within a week, he wrote a wonderful foreword for the book, which is there. So I'm going to just share a bit of it for you to read. Okay, read? Yeah. We are all blessed that Dr. Kalam was the first man who saw the draft. So I am also happy for that. The next, so the book is all about, as I told you, 24 special children. In the next video, I'm sure you are going to see some of your friends. The 24th story in the book, which has got many parts, is on HYDER. HYDER, has really touched us. We had to capture one of his singing sessions without his knowledge, and very, very spiritual person he is. I'm not sure whether HYDER is around. He's there? Okay, wherever HYDER you are. So please listen to this carefully.
And he used to coach children there. That's where I met him.
That time I was doing I finished my coaching training. I was doing swimming coaching training. I finished my bodybuilding. I finished my boxing.
I must tell to all of you that, as an author, I wouldn't want to take any credit. I don't want to be in the limelight. So this presentation is all about special children whom we met. In the process, a lot of learning for me as a writer. So I have tried my best to put all the focus on the special children. And the next is DHANYA. She is suffering from osteogenesis imperfecta, otherwise called as brittle bones disease. 300 plus fractures and an inspiring soul indeed.
I was born with a genetic disease called osteogenesis imperfecta, or commonly known as brittle bone disease. It's a congenital disease. It's present at birth. And yeah, I faced a lot of challenges because of who but I always got out of all this just because of the people around me. I was blessed with so many souls around me who always treated me like a normal human being, and that's what I want from everybody, to be treated like one of you. I had faced almost around 300 plus fractures, but yeah, those are my past stories, and yeah, it's within me still, but I would like to forget about sorrows. Again, about the happenings or happiness around me is what I believe that if one concentrated on another particular thing, definitely will forget our sorrows.
There is a story of SUMESH. Like my state Kerala is very infamous for strikes. Even if one coconut falls down, people go there for strike. So Sumesh's mother could not be taken to the hospital for delivery in the early morning because there was a strike, there were no vehicles, and because of that there were some issues, and as an end result, unfortunately, Sumesh lost the blood supply for some fraction of a second. And here it is, he speaks about his why we should not go for strike.
Because of the strike, people face lots of issues for any emergency situations, especially in the exam period. Then it also affects.
But what was the strike actually?
A peaceful protest, so that people don't, public doesn't get affected.
During the course of writing this book, one family whom I met and really touched was a vegetable vendor who lives in a very small shed. I would say it is like a goalpost. Itna hi hai, with 5 members of family. Koil Piche lost his wife to cancer. His daughter Shiba is with Spastic Society of Karnataka. She is affected with rickety. She has got a sister, brother, then one dog, 2 cats, all of them in one small house. When me and my colleague Jitendra went for the series, it was a moving image where a 30-year-old daughter is being carried by the father in a very small hut and waiting for us. So here is a very brief journalist precious soul conversation happened a couple of years back.
How much time does it take for you to complete a painting?
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Any painting half an hour?
No, waterly half an hour.
Okay.
Glass painting also half an hour.
Okay.
Scenery, it will take 1 day.
Scenery will take 1 day.
Yeah.
Okay. And what happens with these paintings? Like, does your school sell it or?
Yes, the school will
Sell.
After framing,
Okay.
they put frame and then sell.
And the money comes to you?
No, 60% come to
Okay.
40% school.
Okay. Now, tell me, where do you get these ideas for painting? Is it from
Is it from book?
a book?
Yeah.
Okay.
The cover image of Precious Souls is done by an army commando who has done a number of parachute jumps. He's a serving soldier. He is amongst us. He has told me not to introduce him. His name is Ranjit, but he told me not to introduce, but I have to do my job. So there is Ranjit. If you could please stand up, Ranj. Yeah, he is the soldier who has done. He's an amazing guy. And he has done this painting, and that is a cover image of Precious Souls. And there is a story behind the back page as well. When I went to Indian Naval Academy, I happened to capture this image on my mobile phone. One special child saluting one sailor. I was just there and I took this photograph. Apparently, one special school from Kerala went to the Naval Academy as part of their tour one day, and you can see the bus, you can see the teachers, this outside the Naval Academy gate. This boy was thanking the guide who was posted to take these school children around that salute. So the story behind the salute is captured behind the book. Normally, as you all know, this is the very precious space dedicated to the author. So, as I told you, I won't want any limelight from this particular book. I thought it was apt. So there is a small story scripted behind the cover image. Now, a lot of people wanted to have a quick glance of the book. I'm going to run through the book quickly. In the sense, just to give a glance of what is in store in the book. And, here it is. This is our great man's, Dr. Kalam very rarely writes forewords for the book. So this is the foreword. He has picked up one story from the book, as he has mentioned how it has touched him as well. And okay, now Stuti is somewhere here with the mother. Before the chapters begin, there is a chapter, very, very brief one-page chapter by Stuti, who communicates with her mother through a very innovative way, which is explained in the book. Like she is still doing that. So Stuti says, please understand us, don't treat us differently, don't look at with sympathetic eyes, we want empathy. So all that she has mentioned in the book. And this is the scene where, as I told you, the first draft of the book has been shown to Dr. Kalam, and their conversation, only thing he asked me whether the photographs are coming in black and white or color. So I told sir, if it is in color, then the book has to be priced 1,200 rupees. And so he said, so he asked me, okay, so then I told him it is in black and white. So this was the image, and this is about, my interaction with, this is author's foreword. And this is the format of the book. Every story has got this family photograph, and you will, at the end of the corner, you have that flower and little bit about. Okay, the top portion is dedicated to mothers. So all the 24 chapters starts with the mother's quote there, top, and little bit of brief here about the student, about the child. So this format has been, followed throughout the book. I would want to show some of the chapters where the parents are present here, because that makes sense. Yeah. So Preksha and mother, I saw them here. Wonderful story of Preksha, and okay, she's there. Great story. In fact, as a writer, the amount of blessings these mothers gave me, the kind of support, in fact, one story I meet, then they call up and, here is the mother here. So, it was amazing, the kind of support they still continue to give me. And, okay, so I'm not going through all this. This is the book. I would have missed a lot in my life, chasing missiles and submarines and fighter aircraft. All of you, so much of learning, which I shared with Dr. Kalam. And thank you so much. It was a fantastic experience. And I go to the last slide. It is again a tribute in the form of a small video, thanking everyone. So that is all about Precious Souls. It's available, as I told you, in on Flipkart and Amazon.
Anantha Krishna for his beautiful presentation of the book that is coming, and I hope that this book will bring about a great change in the thinking of the whole society. Congratulations.